Hello and welcome to this edition of Take the Fear Out the Gear with me, Mr. Chumley Warner.
And me, Jason Bangers. And today, tubers and groovers, have a little look. It's the Korg Micro X. This thing is awesome, isn't it? Beautiful. I'll tell you what, when they built things properly, they built them properly, didn't they?
You just don't see stuff like this anymore, do you?
It's so well made, it's really nice. We'll have some B-roll footage rolling around here for you in a minute and you'll be able to see. Well, I'll show you it now. Have a look at the screen. Look at that screen, that lovely size.
Oh, the screen is awful.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Awful, yeah.
Awful, yeah.
And look at the buttons, look, they're really nice and silvery. Everything about it's just nice, it's really well made. The configuration over here on the left is nice. You've got like a little mousy thing there as well, which I kind of like. So there you go, here's your B-roll footage of that, and that's a pretty thing. This thing here, so is that a mouse? Can you push, you click down on it?
Yes, you can go up, down, left, right on the menu.
That's useful, isn't it? You don't get that on much gear, do you? That's thoughtful, isn't it?
And this one's again, it's got the Korg 4-way joystick, so you can go modulation, you can go down and then up and left and right on the old pitch change.
Well, look, without further ado, I'll play a bit of Fade to Grey, shall I? Well, I'll attempt to.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll attempt to. See if I remember how it goes. Do you know the words, Chumley? There you go, Fade to Grey, just like that.
I suppose I ought to give you some stats. Basically, it's the sound engine from the Korg Triton,
right?
Which was like their flagship. I'll just give you a couple of stats.
Stato!
Yes, this was released around 2007. Mentioned the Triton, it's got 64 megabytes of ROM, or memory. 32 of that is all the original Triton sound. So you've got a Korg Triton in a tiny little box. So you've got another 32 megabytes of specially MicroX sounds.
It's greater than megabytes. I love it.
You've got 642 multi-samples of all different instruments. Amazingly, you've got 929 drum samples.
Good grief.
It's got so much in it. So it's like a virtual analog synth with dual arpeggiators. That's why you can hear the drums playing and the synths playing.
Let's clear something up. That's not 990 odd kits. That's 990 odd drum samples. Yeah.
Yeah, which you can arrange into whatever kits you want to. Yeah.
Yeah, I just cleared that up for you just in case you thought it had 900 kits, because that would be a lot.
It's an amazing piece of gear, because obviously at the time when this came out, you had the Korg Triton, which was like a huge workstation keyboard, which was a lot of money.
Yeah, and this is tiny.
And
really.
this has got basically a Korg Triton in a small box, and it's obviously acts as a MIDI controller. You've got all your knobs on here and all your joysticks and everything else.
It's got a 1-octave keyboard on it, isn't it? I assume that's 1 octave, is it?
Just over, I think. I think
Okay.
it's possibly 25 keys, maybe an octave and a half. It's about 2 octaves, I think.
Yeah, it's more than enough.
And
because you only need 3.
That's it. And obviously you've got MIDI in it anyway, so if you want to plug it into a bigger keyboard, it's not a problem.
Awesome.
It's also, let's mention price, should we?
I think we should, definitely. We like price. Ka-ching!
Ka-ching. The price when they came out was £469.
That seems quite cheap for something well made like this, I think.
It's awesome, and we're looking at eBay today, £200 to £300.
How old is it?
2007.
Okay.
That's when they first came out.
13 years old.
I actually bought this new from Thomann.
Thomann, right.
All those years ago, I bought this new from Thomann, so it's done me proud. And the other thing to mention is it comes with a plug-in VST, so you can. It's like a librarian, so you can download and upload all your sounds in and out. You can have the VST on your worktop as well. So it comes with that. And Joe, do you want to show us that orange case over there, dude?
Yeah, does this come with it?
That comes with all the MicroXs. What a great idea by Korg.
Yeah, it's a real solid, hard case. It gives you an idea of the size, but that, I mean, that's an awesome case. Bright orange, I think that's great. I mean, talk about stand out. You don't want to lose that on the train, are you?
So I reckon most of the Korg Micro X's are going to be in awesome condition if they've been kept.
That's a good
in the
valid
case.
point. Of course so. Yes.
And the only other thing to say is they did do a limited edition white version.
What, case or keyboard?
Keyboard.
Right.
Yeah, this is the standard black one, but they did do a limited edition white one.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't want the white one. I like the black one.
Black is cool.
Well, we've got a lot of programming, what's the names going on here. There's all sorts of stuff you can do, which is pretty self-explanatory, I guess. And we do like to see a global button, don't we?
Oh yes.
Nothing like a good global.
But yeah, this is very. If we pick out a few sounds, obviously we played you like a dancey type one for Fade to Grey. There's like these ones.
That sounded a little bit like the Marathon Runner film, didn't it?
Oh, Vangelis, isn't it?
Yeah,
Right, that one.
Yeah, that sounded a bit like that. Not too much, but a little bit like it. What we got here then?
Oh, it's just completely different, this one. That's all your hip hop stuff.
That's
isn't
really
it?
cool, man. This is a rare old thing, isn't it? Just think what you can do with this. Just get your H6 or your H8 out and start recording.
Plus, you got all your sounds like
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here, as Prince once said. Hammonds! Wowzers! That's got some beautiful bottom end on there, man.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
There's not a lot to say really. It's got so many good sounds in it, and that these are the ones just called the combinations. Then you can go into the programs, which are all the separate sounds that make up the combination. So there's just such a massive palette of sounds.
Yeah, it sounds great as well. And just to let you know, Tubes, it's recording on the H8 now, so we've moved from the H6 to the H8 because it's a new product, and you'll all be wanting to know what to do with it. And here it is in action. So, and it's in music mode instead of podcast like before.
Yeah, music mode is good.
Yeah.
The only other thing to mention is you've got these four controllers on the top here, which you can assign through loads of different ways. One of the ways is so you can adjust the cut-off. So if you've got a synth sound, you can open the filter, close the filter. So you get all these assignable controls here. You can use those.
How easy are they to assign?
If you got,
I see. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, if you got it on A, you can do the cut-off, resonance of the synth sound, or C, you can do the arpeggiated gate.
It's really simple.
Or B, yeah, you can assign things yourself.
It's only 3. It lets you assign 1, 2, and 3. Oh no, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I just saw A, B, and C. That was what was confusing. That's damn cool. That really is. So yeah, tempo adjust as well. No, it's not. Is it tempo? It is tempo.
Yeah, I think you can on there if you put it to C.
C.
Let's try it.
Yeah. And that was so easy to do, wasn't it? So instead of having a fixed tempo button, any one of them can be your tempo button. Is that right? You could use any one of them.
Yeah, if you use B preset, you can assign anything, or if you use the C preset, number 4 is the tempo. And at the time, it was basically a Triton for like say £469, whereas the Triton workstation probably would have been over 1,000.
It would have been a snatch and a bargain at that, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So if you wanted the Triton sounds at like half the cost or less, then this was the thing to go for. That's why I bought one, because I thought this is I can afford this, but I can't afford a Triton.
Exactly.
Exactly right.
Exactly. A bit of editing going on there, folks. So you can get them for about 200 now, you say?
200 to 300, depending on what condition they're in, for what you get. The only thing I would say is, because of the second-hand market, you could possibly pick up some of the Tritons, £300, 300 to 400.
Yeah, and what was it? Right, it's a good time to buy a Triton, isn't it?
Almost bought a Triton the other day, but missed out.
Yeah, well, I think there's no gamble here for your money. If you can get one of these for 200 quid, you're laughing.
Yeah, so there you have it. That's the Korg Micro X synthesizer controller. Awesome piece of kit. Get one if you can. So it's time to say goodbye from this adventure into Take the Fear Out of the Gear from me, Mr. Chumley Warner.
And me, Mr. Jason Bangers. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Take care.